Hey, man, the fuck you mean you ain't heard no fucking
Yeah, I'm back to the bone. I ain't sure what you been told. Yeah, I'm mad, you a clone. Sussy boy don't even have a sound of his own. I'm a dad, you're the song. I'm a fire hazard, making hits from my home. I'm a tad, big bro. Baby, no money, just baby, no stone. I like chick flicks, yeah, I'm realistic. Big bone, bad lady with some lipstick. Ooh, I got a freak on me. I went for 5 seconds, yeah, we talking history. Then I snip, 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 no vasectomy. That's the key. I don't want a smaller me. Actually, possibly, maybe. I'm rapping off the beat. Whoa, I like big cases filled with blue faces. I'm talking money, money, money. I'd rather not rhyme shit. I'm a hypocrite. Yeah, I'm a rapper, but I'd rather do a Fitbit bit. Cause I care about your health, no shit. Yeah, ABC, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Here comes the beat. Yeah, I'm back to the bone. I ain't sure what you been told. Yeah, I'm mad, you a clone. Sussy boy don't even have a sound of his own. I'm a dad, you're the song. I'm a fire hazard, making hits from my home. I'm a tad, big bro. Baby, no money, just baby, no stone.
She push lies,
Spend.
said to some lies.
My bad.
Are you surprised?
Shouldn't be.
Open up your eyes.
Sesame. I'm not a want, baby. I need a want, baby. You gonna call me crazy? Baby, can you get low? I don't wanna do no chit chat when I'm in the club. Can't you see I'm on a tic tac? I took it down. I'm dancing with your bitch like a clown. Have to pay respects. Follow along now. ABC, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Here comes the beat. Yeah, I'm back to the bone. I ain't sure what you been told. Yeah, I'm mad, you a clone. Sussy boy don't even have a sound of his own. I'm a dad, you're the song. I'm a fire hazard, making hits from my home. I'm a tad, big bro. Baby, no money, just baby, no stones.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. How are y'all doing on today? Let me go ahead and start off to give some shout outs. Let's go ahead and give some shout outs. And let's see who's in the building. Miss Bennett is in the house. Hello. Baby Blue, House of Queens TV. Thank you. A virtual invite. I appreciate it. Let's see who else is here. Uniquely Made, Voluptuous, I Don't Give No Fucks is in the building. Erica Lachey, Give Me Some Roses. I love roses. I appreciate it. Mr. Whippet Hound, Latanya is here. Let's see. Shantae is in the house. Lyric. Tanya, hello. Welcome. Callie is in the house. Let's see who else is here. Val, Debbie, Shalonda, Sheila. And let's see who else is in the building. Sean Still Smoking. Hey. Poetic Expressions. Almond. Faith is in the building. Who else is in here on this Sunday night? Let's see. Millicent. Ms. T. Just here for the comments is in the building. Let's see. Jay Goody. Let's see. Bright. 62 Doll. Dani Baby is in the building. Let's see who else is here. Let's see, Toria. Hello. Thank you for the roses. Miss Gardner is in the house. Sue Talcman, Seafood Bowl. I haven't seen you in a minute, Seafood Bowl. Okay. Let's see, Kayla the Love, Caramel Butterfly, Roe is in the building, Breezy Bennett, and she ain't in it, child. Yeah, support the channel for free just by hitting that like button. I hope you hit that like button on your way in here. I apologize for being late. I definitely do apologize. I was super late today, child. Is there something else besides CPT, BPT? Because I'm beyond that at this point, child. Okay. Let's see who else is in the building. Let's see, Cheyenne, Jamila, Teresa's here. Ahmad is in the building. Hello, hello, hello. It's your season is in the house. So Soleil, Sandy, hey girl, hey. Bree, Simeon is in the house. Jazzy Bell, Addison. And let's see, sweet baby Jesus is in the building. True Embrace, Lady Tina Marie. I am Hollywood. Hello, hello, beautiful people. Let's see, Geneva, Monique. Hello, hello, hello. 62 Doll. Kim Mars is in the building. Breast cancer survivor Siobhan is in the house, dropping those roses. I appreciate it. And the little heart faces. Oh, thank you. Same back to you. Right back at you. Ladybug Truckers in the building. Let's see, Sunshine is in the house. And a few more shout outs and we have to get started because I definitely still want to, do the other live as well. Okay, depending on how long this lasts. And let's see here. I think I said hey to you already. Let's see, Sunshine is in the house. And Brown, Jay Goody, Miss G is in the building. Guys, hit that like on your way in here. My mod Lemon is here. Making changes. It's in here. Yes, and again, thank you for coming up yesterday, making changes. Let's see, Eternity is in the building. KD, the Double Dime Diva. Where have you been at? Let's see, Vita is here. D Slade. Say no to Dusty Scruggle Love is here. Hey girl, hey. Let's see, Miss Keisha is in the building. My girl Cheryl is here. And Bright, I think I said hey. So I pretty much said hey to a lot of people. Everyone else, hey, I'm waving to you. Let's see, Realistic Dream is in the building. So we're going to discuss the weaponization of SA on today. Okay, and we're also going to discuss Jag's, why she's trending. And as I pointed out last night, the reason Jag is trending, obviously because of the Blue Couch real life interview, where it just so happens that something she said on a real life couch years ago or before actually is true. It's because she regurgitated information and they are acting like she's some sort of prophet or something, child. Yeah, or she's some sort of insider or whistleblower. And as you know, that was in her Wikipedia. I'm like, that's not really credible and backed by any credible sources. So it was removed from the Wikipedia as of being like a whistleblower. But anyways, that picture is floating around. It's on my thumbnail. Jag allegedly, people are saying that she was Diddy beat her up for exposing the industry, and people are passing that all around the internet, and a lot of people are praying for her, like, oh, Jag. So I actually wanted to add that to this video and hopefully get the word out that she's not a true Diddy victim. The spotlight and the attention should be given to true victims of Diddy and not ones that are fake. Okay, now I'm not saying that Jag actually put it out there that she was the Diddy victim, but she definitely is not correcting it. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see here. I think I said hey to Cherie and Viewsman Archer. Hello. Welcome. Puppet Master. Yeah, that's why she's getting all those new subscribers to her channel, is because of that image on my thumbnail floating around that she's a Diddy victim. Few Chill is in the building for me to see you. Hello. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on today. First, I want to say, I don't know if I have any mods in the chat yet. But let me go ahead and do my own trigger warning, because I don't think I have any mods here yet. Hold on 1 second. Did y'all actually receive a notification? Because usually I have a mod in here by now, unless there's no notifications being sent out, right? Sometimes when you keep rescheduling your live and rescheduling, then it can happen. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so trigger warning. The following video discusses the topic of SA and may be triggering for some individuals. If you or someone you know is in need of support, the National SA Hotline is available 24/7 at 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 1-800-656-HOPE, and that's 4673. This hotline offers confidential, secure services to anyone affected by SA. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge the sensitive nature of our discussion. We are here to talk about an issue of utmost gravity, SA, and the unacceptable act of exploiting the issue for personal gain. Okay, you hear that, Jack? Okay, in our journey to support and advocate for survivors of SA, it is crucial that we address a disturbing trend. Individuals who falsely represent themselves as advocates for survivors, yet use this platform, all these social media platforms, to trigger and harm others. This behavior is not only deeply wrong, but also adverse to the principles of true advocacy. Okay? Pretending to be a sexual assault advocate while intentionally causing distress and using survivors' traumas as a weapon is a gross violation of trust. It undermines the struggles and the voices of those who have endured such personal violations. And, you know, this deceptive behavior damages the integrity of genuine advocacy, eroding the safe spaces we strive to create for survivors to share, heal, and find solidarity. Okay, there's a lot of victims online, social media, watching, even people that are young and impressionable, who can see what's happening online. Okay, so sexual assault is SA is a matter that demands our highest respect and sensitivity. It is a subject where every word and action should be weighed with the intent of support and understanding. To misuse it for any other purpose is to disrespect the experiences of survivors and to hinder the progress towards a world where every survivor is heard, believed, and supported. As an advocate, you actually want to call yourself an advocate. Your role is to provide a compassionate and supportive environment for survivors. Okay? It is your duty to listen compassionately, to believe unconditionally, and to offer unwavering support. And now I'm talking about people that are advocates. Okay? If you call yourself that, which Jag does call herself. Okay? She said that she's trending because she's an advocate. Okay. We must be watchful of those exploiting these principles for their own ends. And we must actively work to dismantle any such attempts, okay, at doing this. To anyone who has been affected by SA, know that your experiences are valid, your voice is important, and you are not alone. The journey towards healing and justice can be challenging, but you just know that you're not alone on that journey. Okay. Yeah. And especially if everyone can show empathy, don't victim blame, don't victim shame, don't disrespect and do all this stuff, then there could be some like solidarity. Okay. But yeah, if you want to be an SA advocate, commit yourself to genuine advocacy and uphold the values of empathy, which you already know a lot of narcissists don't have, and integrity in your actions, and ensure that your SA advocacy, like your behaviors, always like contributes positively to the healing journey of survivors. And as I'm going to show you, Jag actually admits that she intentionally says things to trigger people, intentionally and maliciously weaponizes SA to trigger people, and she's going to say that out of her own mouth. So don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying, I'm going to actually play the clip. And again, shout out to all the real SA advocates out there. Thank you for your dedication to this cause and for your commitment to standing with survivors in the pursuit of justice and healing, or whatever line of work or whatever you do for activism or advocacy for SA. And it's a shame that someone like Jag has to try to take on that title when she does not represent it. She's not a good example of that at all. Okay. But again, this is a trigger warning. And again, you can always call the SA hotline 24/7 at 1-800-656-HOPE. Again, 1-800-656-HOPE. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. And yeah, hello.
I got something to say about this because
so Jag actually went on Storm's channel when this whole Diddy Cassie thing happened, where Cassie filed that lawsuit. Okay, she filed the lawsuit against Diddy. We all know about it, and it was settled like rather quickly. Okay, so Jag took to Storm's channel. They reunited and reconciled, and she said, you know, Cassie, I'm going to be your advocate. And we all, well, most people probably read the document in the case file of how she had, you know, endured a lot of abuse, domestic abuse, intimate partner violence, and it was all forms: emotional, psychological, you know, physical, financial, the whole thing, right? So Jag said she's going to be her advocate. Now, as we go through this video, we're going to see her actually make a mockery of what happened to Cassie by saying, you know, you're going to be Diddy. Similar to what people were saying before with the Chris Brown and Rihanna, when they said you're going to get Chris Brown, aka you're going to get beat down. Like Chris Brown did Rihanna, making fun of domestic violence, which is nothing to be making fun of. She's going to do the same thing with the Cassie situation, where she has this new thing where you're going to be Diddy, or you should be Diddy. Okay, so we're going to start out first with how she proclaims to be a SA advocate, and as we move forward, you'll see that's far from the truth, that the whole time she's actually a person that's actually just maliciously just weaponizing SA and intentionally inflicting harm and trauma, re-victimizing people by intentionally triggering them on topics where they were either you know, a victim, or they were out here like Cassie filing a lawsuit and telling their story following a lawsuit.
I want to make it very clear in this moment, Cassie, I will advocate for you. No different than I did for Jennifer Huff. I will advocate for you.
So it's right there. She's like, I'm going to advocate for you, Cassie, no differently than I did for Jennifer Huff. Jennifer Huff was, you know, with the whole Nicki Minaj case and Kenneth Petty, and I'm not going to go over that today because that's going to go to a different direction, but y'all, that's what she's pretty much saying. And my question is, what would Cassie say about you weaponizing what happened to her onto other women? Would she want you to be out here saying that you wish that other women were treated like she was treated, that other women would have the same experiences and a whole list of things that Diddy did to her, that should happen to other women? I don't think that she would consider you an advocate for her, because I don't think that she would wish that on any woman at all. Yeah.
Because, see, I know something that a lot of people don't know. I know that you and Kim Porter had a sit down right before she left us.
Tell him, please, tell him.
And I know Kim had some very good advice to give you, and I believe that this is why things are happening as they're happening now. Kim was smart, wasn't she, Cassie? Kept you alive and kept you safe. I will advocate for you. I went to shits. Fuck honeycomb.
So what is your definition of being an advocate? Is it taking her experiences and her trauma and making a mockery of it? Is it taking her experiences and her trauma and wishing it on other people and laughing afterwards and saying that you're glad that what you're saying to other women out here is triggering? Because when you're actually triggering other women out here with their essay, you could also be triggering Cassie because she's an essay survivor, right? Yeah, so when you say that you don't care if it's triggering for people out here that will have essay experiences, you're also talking about Cassie, who has that same experience. So how can you say you're advocating for her but not actually caring that she's being triggered by your topics and what you're saying? That does not make sense. Does that make sense to y'all? It doesn't make sense to me.
But you are a victim. And I know that. Congratulations on surviving and congratulations on standing up. I'll advocate for you. Fuck that pussy and his little fucking dog.
I was there for 11 days. So whatever it was, 11 days after the 17th. And guess what my diagnosis was by a team of doctors at Parkland? That I suffer from PTSD with a touch of bipolar, which basically means I'm an angry black woman who's a rape survivor.
So right here, she says that she has a mental illness, which is bipolar. That she's bipolar and that she's also an SA survivor. Okay, so one would expect that if you're an SA survivor, that you've also experienced something so traumatic that you would not want to wish that on anyone, not even the most hated person. You would not wish that they would be SA because you know how traumatic and horrifying it can be, right? Yeah. So as you pay attention to how, number one, she says that she's gonna be a SA advocate for Cassie, and number two, she says that she also has her own experiences with SA, and she has PTSD and she's bipolar. Okay. So again, let's go ahead and continue.
I do rescues for sex trafficking victims. I have one living in my house right now.
So she says she does, advocacy for sex trafficking victims as well. And she said she has one living in her home. At that time, y'all remember, it was actually Legina. So she was saying that Legina, was sex trafficking. And there has not been a receipt on that either, okay? Yeah, but so she was saying that that's how she was described, as a sex trafficking advocate. And as we all know, of course, later on, her and Legina, of course, did not get along. They fell out, and she pretty much dragged Legina and exposed her. So, yeah. So if it's true, you're saying that you are an advocate for SA and sex trafficking, and then how that's for Legina, you later dragged her. Okay, so I guess that the advocate for Legina actually ended up dragging her and exposing her. Yeah, that sounds like a true advocate for Legina. Okay, make it make sense.
Trying to make me look like I'm incapable to do my work, and I was drugged for 4 days. They left me drugged in a chair.
I used to get money for girls.
Okay, in the next video, we're going, and yeah, Legina was not trafficked. Legina was not trafficked, okay? Let me say that. That was just a narrative spun to weaponize against other people. However, Jag trying to pretend like she was a sexual trafficking advocate, like a sex trafficking advocate, and then later dragging the person she said she was advocating for. That's the hypocrisy. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to point out. But no, Legina Gold was not trafficked, but Jab was pretending like she was rescuing her, and then she later dragged her. So there goes that rescue, right? Yeah, hold on.
Girls, after they would run through and run trains on them, and they would give me a certain amount of money, and I had to make deals with them to not go to the police and to sign non-disclosure agreements.
So right here, she's talking about her former life as a pimp, P-I-M-P, okay, a pimp, and how, she used to make deals and how the women had to sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, and things like that. So again, she's claiming to be this SA advocate, and watch how she describes this whole story about her being a pimp and the women. Okay, so
oh my God.
I got a stack of NDAs at the top of every week and $5,000 in cash. And this is back in the 90s. $5,000 was a little bit of money, but it wasn't a lot of money. I got a stack of NDAs and $5,000. And they told me whatever I didn't pay out, I could keep. The first time I seen a girl take $200 after 15 dudes had ran through her after they drugged her, and she had no idea. She didn't even know that she screamed most of the time. That's how insanely drunk and intoxicated and drugged she was. She didn't even realize she had been. All she kept saying is, do you know where I can get a hot cup of tea? My throat is so hoarse. And she took the $200 and signed a non-disclosure agreement for that kind of abuse. Now, when I quit, it was when the white girl came to me to negotiate. And I said, how about we start with $500? She said, how about I know they give you at least $5,000 for this? Tell them they're going to have to come to the table with more money if they want me to sign off on this paper. The white girl, turned out she was pre-law. She was in college studying pre-law. She knew all about it.
Yeah, good point. Like, she's saying that she used to be a pimp and that she has like a stack of NDAs at the beginning of like every week or so. Like, what pimp? Like, you good point. What pimp like has all people signing these NDAs? Now, I have heard of such things, like I guess when people have like our wealthy and things like that. So, but not like some like regular like pimp that she's describing. Yeah, so $60 says a happy 5th month anniversary to you. I appreciate the support. Says the facts and only the facts reside here. Yes, yes, only the facts. So let's get back to the video. Hold on.
And she walked away with $25,000 that night. And guess what? Of all of the women that I paid off while I worked for this particular crew, she got the most money. And it was the black girls that accepted the least amount of money. I actually ran out of cash one time, and I couldn't find anybody with petty cash to go get more money to pay off more girls. And those girls accepted backstage passes at the next concert instead.
So she said that at one time she ran out of money to pay the girls and they accepted backstage passes. Something tells me that, you know, people actually would want their money and not just want backstage passes to a concert. And for me to see, you said she's lying. Now it's the white girl that was smart enough to know she was a pimp bat with at least $5,000 to pay her off. I can't, and I won't tolerate such foolery. Of course, and then you get into it where, you know, all the black women were stupid and they didn't know their worth. They were just like unintelligent. But it just so happened to be a white woman that she knew her worth. She was smart enough to figure things out. You know, catch that.
Oh my God.
After being viciously raped for 7 hours with 12 men that
We're gonna knock out your teeth and rape your face. And then after they're done, they're gonna rape your ass. And then you're gonna know what it feels like to be a sodomite.
So here she goes, weaponizing SA, and she's wishing that someone, you know, to be SA. Now, let me know if this sounds like a SA advocate to you. Is this someone that you would want in some office or on the phone, answering the phone for people that actually call like a hotline or coming to for help with their SA? An advocate that wishes rape onto people. All right, let me say grape. Okay, grape. Hold on. Let me go back one notch.
And rape your face.
after being viciously raped for 7 hours with 12 men that
We're gonna knock out your teeth and rape your face.
And then after they're done, they're gonna rape your ass. And then you're gonna know what it feels like to be a sodomite. You fuck with the wrong one, bitch. Fuck you, your new girlfriend, and her kids. Au revoir. Let's go see.
So there she goes. She wishes grateful onto someone, and then she uses this menacing voice, and then she says, "You know, let's go." That's like she changes her voice and then goes back. Highly sadistic. Okay. So let's move on. The next clip, of course, this is the whole topic is going to be about SA. If you're just now getting here, again, this trigger warning. This whole video is about SA. And it will be triggering for some individuals, and you can always call 24/7 to the SA hotline at 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 1-800-656-HOPE. Okay, the hotline offers confidential, secure services to anyone affected by SA. Okay.
You wanted to be famous, right, Nikki? Give me just a couple of seconds, King. I want to make Nikki famous.
So Nikki, aka Goomba's future wifey, was, the one that was with Goomba after they separated. Okay, some people would say side chick. Okay, so she's referring to Nikki, the one that was with her husband that she separated from, Goomba, that she's no longer with right now. Okay, yeah, and that's for the new people.
Now, see, the problem with me making you famous, Nikki, is that you're probably never going to live down things I'm about to say about you. And what's really...
My. So you guys are getting ready to hear me be clicking on this mute button, okay, on period, because what Jag is getting ready to say, yeah, it's very triggering. So, I'm going to omit some of the statements out of privacy for Nikki, the alleged mistress.
It's gonna hurt.
Nah, King Payne talking about alleged mistress. But anyway, pay attention. There's nothing wrong with the audio, so please don't say I can't hear. King Payne just said that a lot of stuff is triggering, and she's also violating people's privacy. So he's going to mute and omit certain things. So when you don't hear any sound and you see her lips moving, it's because he is muting it, and he has redacted some of the footage because it was just too much. Okay, it was just too much to put out.
It's the things I'm going to say about you should most likely be true because they're things that my husband told me about you and your family. I mean, I understand why you fuck everything. You got fucked a lot. Everybody in your family raped you. That because you got raped.
Again, he has to keep muting it because it's too much. It was just too triggering, and she was also violating Nikki's privacy. So that's why it's muted a lot, okay?
You're just a parasite. You're a cum-sucking. I'll do anything for a motherfucking Klondike bar fucking. Please give me some dick so I can't hear my babies cry. I wish I knew how to be a real woman, but being a whore is the best that I can do. I mean, I just wonder, do you ever dream about your rapes when you're getting fucked the way you?
So right here, let me pause. She says, I wonder, do you ever dream about your grapes when you're having intercourse? Do you ever dream about your grapes when you're having intercourse? Who says that? Who says that? Would an SA advocate say this? Imagine a victim going to get help, like do help seeking behavior, you know, go to someone that's an SA advocate and they say, you know, do you ever dream about your grape while you're having intercourse? Like, who actually dreams? Like, oh, that's like a dream. Nightmare? Dream? No, maybe not a nightmare. But yeah, so that's not a joke. Actually, it's just not a joke.
Are you?
And wow. Official King Payne keeps on having to, you know, mute her. Like the it's like so much muting. So you can only imagine what she's saying, because if he's like what she's already saying that's not muted is like bad. So imagine if we heard the full thing, you know.
Are you recreating? Are you getting off on them? Is that why you like rough sex? Is that why you like to be choked and smacked? And
so she's saying you were great before, and since you were great, that's why you like rough intercourse. That's why you like to be, you know, choked. What are you talking about? There's a difference between consensual intercourse, where people engage in certain behaviors based on their interests or preferences, and someone being, you know, forced, non-consensual, and it's SA, and they're being choked and things like that. Completely different. There's no comparison. But of course, to weaponize it, to take something that's traumatic to somebody and try to weaponize it to be sadistic is totally, you know, different. But of course, Jag thinks it's perfectly acceptable with the title of, you know, she's an SA advocate. And it's, I guess you think that's acceptable to say.
And just degraded? Is that why you like to be treated like trash? Because that's what happened to you when you was a...
Yeah, I think that if Cassie was looking for someone to help or be on her team for, you know, to help with advocacy, I think that, you know, she saw this video, a compilation of all your videos. Like, come on, she's not going to want you to represent her on any advocacy.
My.
I mean, that's why my husband said, he said that's why he forgave you so many times for being a whore, because it wasn't your fault. Your daddy and him.
So here she's talking about your daddy did this and your daddy did this to you, and that's why certain things. So she's weaponizing it again, okay? She's weaponizing it.
Case now.
Really, against who?
You.
Against me for what? That's what he told me.
My.
I guess people's feelings is hurt, huh? That's what he told me about you, bitch, while we laid in bed. And he cried about how you did him wrong and how he put up with your shit.
Nope, but I'm here.
Because you're a fucking victim, bitch. Because you're a victim.
Are you ready to hear the story about my father?
Like being a victim.
So right here she says, you know what? The thing is, I think you like being a victim. Nobody wants to be a victim. Like, who actually raises their hand and says, you know, I want to sign up, I want to be a victim? Nobody signs up to be a victim. And then for you to know that her own father molested her, and for you to say, oh, she liked being a victim. Like, you think that a child wants to be like emmed? I'm gonna say emmed for the word molested because I don't want to keep saying it. So you think a child wants to be emmed by anyone, and especially someone that's supposed to love and trust them, like a father or someone in their home? So who would want to actually say, I want to be a victim to childhood molestation?
I think you like being a victim, and I think that's why you keep recreating your sexual traumas and using all of those drugs.
Well, since you want to make me famous.
So she's saying that she keeps recreating. Who is actually trying to recreate being emmed or assaulted? Like, completely disgusting behavior. And remember, she's actually talking to people that are saying, I'm a victim. So she knows that Nikki is a victim of childhood M. So she's trying to weaponize her traumatic experiences against her. And that's completely disgusting. Like, okay, you don't like Nikki, but what you don't do is weaponize her childhood sexual violence against her. That's not what remember, Jag is not just a person online. She's a person that's claiming to be a SA advocate. There's a difference. We have to remind ourselves that she said she's an SA advocate.
We can tell the story about my father, but guess what? Everything you said is a lie. I never was raped a day in my life.
That's funny because that's what my husband said.
And your husband is a liar, and you confirmed that. But your husband
that's what my husband said.
So to confirm, she was not raped by her father. She was molested. Okay? Emmed. So that's still sexual violence and sexual abuse. And she was a child at the time. So, that's like, a traumatic experience for a child to be, assaulted in that manner by even a father that's supposed to love and protect and you trust, and to actually do that, right? And for her to say, try to weaponize it against her in some sort of beef, that's disgusting, especially since she's claiming to be a SA advocate.
Here with me now to clear it up. You like that?
He's here to clear it up. You just said he was a liar. Why would anybody believe anything that comes out of his mouth? Because he's afraid that you're going to put him out tonight. Because I just told you what the fuck you really think about you, bitch.
It's true, but everything else you said is not true. I was molested by my father. Gerald did tell you that. I know he told you that. He told you.
Do yourself a favor, baby. Go get some counseling. Go get some help, and give those children up for adoption so they can have a proper mother.
Are you happy?
Give those children up for adoption so they can have a proper mother.
You want the world to know.
Give those children up for adoption so they can have a fair childhood. No, I'm not ill.
Both of y'all are mentally ill.
No, we're not. No, both of us aren't mentally ill.
Y'all are.
I suffer from PTSD and rage.
You letting the world.
That's what I suffer from. My husband, though, he's sick because he's there.
Okay, notice that the earlier clip said that she said she suffered from PTSD with a touch of bipolar. There's no such thing as a touch of it. You have it or you don't. So PTSD and bipolar. Okay, now she tries to take that off and just say PTSD, and then she takes off the touch of bipolar. Based on what I've looked up, you can take medications to help with you're having bipolar, but it's not like a cure for it.
There with you. Just him being there is proving that he's sick.
Both of y'all are mentally ill, and y'all need help.
Why the fuck is you dealing with him?
Because I'm trying to help him, asshole. Duh.
How the fuck are you gonna help him? And who the fuck is you calling asshole, bitch?
You just heard me, didn't you?
Oh, see, there we go. There we go. How about you give up that address?
Why would I do that?
So I can come and fuck you up for real.
Because you
see, I'll bring a dildo and I'll fuck you in your ass like you ain't never been fucked before.
You want to fuck me too?
Trust me, I'm very handy with a strap on. I'll give you a dick in a way you ain't never had it. I'll fuck you better than your daddy did.
Wow. Let's go ahead and pause right here. She says, I will what? F you better than your daddy did. F you better than your daddy did. Does that sound like an SA advocate to y'all? It doesn't to me. What happens if a victim comes to her with their SA experience, being emmed or anything like that, and she says, oh, I'll F you better than your perpetrator, your abuser did? than your attacker did, than the offender did. You know, that is weaponizing SA. That's weaponizing childhood molestation. You don't do that as an advocate. So please don't go around all over social media saying you're an advocate for SA and you're doing this type of thing. Okay, no. What you're doing is you're trying to trigger people and traumatize people, weaponize it. Okay.
And
my
I'm fucking better than your daddy did,
victim
bitch.
shaming stuff.
right.
You want to call me out of my name?
And then, of course, she makes sure that it was heard by repeating it. When you repeat something, you want to be like, you know what? I want to make sure you heard what I said the first time. So she repeats it. I will F you better than your daddy did.
You want to call me an asshole? How about this? You fucking cunt. Next time I see you, I'm going to leave you where the fuck I find you. How about that?
Okay, I'm waiting. Yeah, but she's supposed to be so great. She's supposed to be helping Legina where they lied about.
I am helping Legina.
Tell her
why are you bringing up Legina? You don't know fucking Legina.
Of course, somebody's gonna bring up Legina because you said that you were bringing Legina with you because she was being sex trafficked and that she's a victim, and you were being an advocate for Legina. So of course, somebody's gonna be like, "Hold on, if you're an advocate for Legina, who you said that's a sex trafficking victim and SA victim, then why are you coming at me like this, talking about you can F me better than my daddy did?" You know, the completely disgusting, uncouth, behavior. Definitely not becoming of a alleged SA advocate. Yeah. Now, and then she argued, it's freedom of speech. Yes, of course, there's freedom of speech, but if you're claiming to be an SA advocate, people are going to expect you to behave like one. Okay, yeah. And that's like a sensitive thing too. A sensitive topic and a sensitive matter to claim a title to that. Okay. So if you're not going to actually act right online and watch your mouth and do the right things as an advocate should for SA, then don't call yourself one. Simple.
You got a pathological liar that blows up cars
Barbara feel?
and an impersonator. And the girl that he's saying Barbara, her name ain't Barbara, her name is Nikki. My husband said that earlier. It's the same girl that has sex with her father.
Right now, mentally,
He's supposed to be back there.
Statements and allegations and stuff. I know you come on my platform and said it's not true, but has she disputed any of that?
Okay, now hold on. I'ma pause it. All right, so this AIDS patient who got evicted from an AIDS living house is asking that man that I'm married to whether or not it's true about the girl Dominique Nikki who got on King Payne's show and Sean Davy Way's show. Now she admitted on King Payne's show and on Sean Davy Way's show that she did have sex with her father, that it was true. So I want you to listen to my husband lie, because he's the one that told me. They got into a fight about it and she threw him out. I guess because he getting cash apps again, she let him come back so they can keep getting high together.
Did you see
Even my husband can't move without me. And what's funny is, while y'all busy sitting here and talking shit about me, y'all are choosing not to acknowledge that my husband.
Hold on 1 second. I need to go back onto this clip.
You got a pathological liar that blows up cars
Barbara feel?
and an impersonator. And the girl that he's saying Barbara, her name ain't Barbara, her name is Nikki. My husband said that earlier. It's the same girl that has sex with her father.
Right now, mentally,
He's supposed to be back there.
Statements and allegations and stuff. I know you come on my platform and said it's not true, but has she disputed any of that?
Okay, now hold on. I'ma pause it. All right, so this AIDS patient who got evicted from an AIDS living house is asking
that man that I'm married to, whether or not it's true about the girl Dominique Nikki who got on King Payne show and Sean Davy Way show. Now she admitted on King Payne show and on Sean Davy Way show that she did have sex with her father, that it was true. So I want you to listen to my husband live.
So right here, she says that she admitted that she did have intercourse with her father. Jag, you cannot. How can she say that she had intercourse with her father? A child cannot have intercourse with their father. That's saying like, you know, that will actually be SA. That would be sexual violence. Any sort of sexual contact between a father and a daughter is illegal. It's not, a child cannot consent. You just said like, oh, she had intercourse with her father, like it was, you just ran over it, like it was consensual. Like that's what you're trying to imply, that it was consensual. There's no, you can't, a child cannot consent. So in that way, reword it. She was sexually assaulted, sexually violated by her father. Okay? So watch how she phrases certain things to act like, you know, she was like, she also did the same thing, I think, with Naisha. Acting like somebody consented to it or went along with it or willingly wanted to do certain things with somebody that should not have done anything with them at all because it's inappropriate and it's illegal and it's a complete violation. It's by force or non-consensual.
Right. Because he's the one that told me. They got into a fight about it and she threw him out. I guess because he's getting cash apps again, she let him come back so they can keep getting high together.
Did you see
even my husband can't move without me? And what's funny is, while y'all busy sitting here and talking shit about me, y'all are choosing not to acknowledge that my husband and the bitch with herpes that he's fucking that loves sucking her father's dick is clout chasing on me. So my question is, if the Harris house is the Playboy Mansion of Atlanta,
okay, in this clip right here, she's talking about T.I. and Tiny. So T.I. and Tiny. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is actually gonna reschedule the live I have coming up for tomorrow afternoon. I know a lot of people are waiting for it tonight, but it looks like it's gonna have to be tomorrow afternoon. Okay. So I know for those are waiting for that next live, I'm rescheduling it just so you know. Okay, hold on.
and all of these women were not underage. These women were grown. Did they not know what they was getting themselves into?
So she says right here, not any women, I guess, were underage, but adults. Does that even make sense? Let me actually go back to make sure I heard what I heard. Okay, hold on. Let me go back one notch. Hold on. Child.
He's fucking that loves sucking her father's dick.
Together.
Did you see
even my husband can't move without me? And what's funny is, while y'all busy sitting here and talking shit about me, y'all are choosing not to acknowledge that my husband and the bitch with herpes that he's fucking that loves sucking her father's dick.
So right here, she says, my husband and the bitch that he's having intercourse with, loves sucking and fucking her father. Again, she knows that Nikki was sexually abused by her father as a child. And she's saying, she loved it. Like it wasn't, her father didn't violate her. He didn't abuse her. He didn't, assault her. She actually was consenting to it and she loved it. She loved doing it. So again, this is a weaponization of SA. She's taking something that she knows is traumatic and triggering for Nikki, and weaponizing it to be sadistic towards her and trigger her on purpose. And she's gonna actually admit later on to actually triggering people out there intentionally. And she says she's gonna say, I hope I'm triggering people. I hope I am. Okay, so again, this is not a true SA advocate. It's not.
It's clout chasing on me.
So my question is, if the Harris house is the Playboy mansion of Atlanta, and all of these women were not underage, these women were grown.
So she says, you know, the Harris house, the Playboy mansion of ATL, the women were all grown, they were not underage. Ma'am, do you not understand that it doesn't matter what age someone is, that they can be assaulted and taken advantage of and groomed? There are people that are actually elderly that are actually in retirement homes or nursing homes, or I would say like nursing homes, and people go in there and assault someone that's somebody that's elderly. So this type of stuff does not have an age limit or a certain age to it. It can happen to anyone at any age. Yeah. And to be an SA advocate, you should have certain knowledge or certain facts that you should be aware of, instead of being out here being ridiculous. So you're going to put it out there into the atmosphere or environment that if you are an adult, you can't come on here and say anything about you being assaulted or anything else, because like you should know better because you're not underage. Okay, so yeah.
Did they not know what they was getting themselves into?
I mean, the answer, like the man said, she don't see them enforcing to nobody.
So, my question,
y'all knew what type of party it was.
So how did it get from a party to a horror, and nobody talked about it at all in Atlanta? But Todd and Candy get somebody to just drop a lie on them, and it's true until everything is exposed at the season 9 Atlanta Housewife reunion. I also find it interesting that both of these women.
Also, as an SA advocate, you have to understand that you cannot tell people when it's the right time to come forward. Now, I'm not going to speak like specifics like on this whole case. I'm just talking in general. So keep in mind, I'm not talking about the whole T.I. and Tiny whole thing. Okay, but in general, you cannot tell victims when it's time to come forward. They will come forward when they feel like it, when they feel like it's secure, when they feel like they'll be believed, when they feel like it's the right time for them. You cannot tell people when to come forward. Some people never come forward because they probably just never get to that point. Which brings me to the petition to why we should not have a statute of limitations, because some people want to come forward way like past the time of the limitation, and then it might be too late when they just had that moment when they feel safe and they feel like they're at that moment when they actually want to like come forward and get justice for what happened to them. Okay, go public with it. So that's why I do have that certain petition I have that's floating in the chat. But yeah, you can't tell people when to come forward. And then people always say, oh, why did you wait so long? Why did you wait so long? Why did you wait so long? Number one, you need to address the real issue of why people wait so long. You need to address societal problems and issues like, victim blaming, where you're going to blame the victim because you said, like you're doing now, like, oh, yeah, you knew better. You knew better. You did a victim blame right here. You knew better. Like, you knew what you're getting yourself into. That's why people don't come forward. Oh, you're grown. You're not a child. It's all these victim blaming and shaming statements. So to address why people wait so long to come forward, first start with societal issues, victim blaming, victim shaming, and the problem of the people defending perpetrators and bashing the victims. Okay, we need more of people out here bashing the perpetrators instead of bashing the victims. And then once society changes and makes victims feel more comfortable and more believed and less shamed about, like, why is a victim feeling ashamed about what happened to them? Like they shouldn't feel ashamed because it's not something they did wrong. It's the abuser that was wrong in the situation. So why is the victim feeling ashamed? So once we address societal issues, then we'll have more people coming forward. Yeah, because they'll know they have society's backing. Okay, yeah. So anyways, let's go ahead and continue on. But again, Jag is not coming across as the SA advocate at all.
We're in the same group, have been friends for a very long time, and now they're both being accused of the same. They've both been accused of the same thing. Like, this is an inside job. Whether the allegations are true or not, that's all going to be found out, just like it was with Candy and Todd. There were a lot of people that had them written off as some perverts who was trying to do this, and they took it seriously because it came from Phaedra, who was her close friend at one time, very close friend, and also an attorney. So people were relying on her to use her ethics. It's just too close. It's too close of a coincidence. Inside job with them was to make us not think that it's an inside job with the Harrises. I just don't understand how all of that heat could have been on Candy and Todd in Atlanta, where the gossip goes a mile a minute for everybody there. And you're telling me none of these people, they didn't party with some of the same people or bump into to the same, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody knew that they were these monsters. It was a party. It was all a dream until it was a nightmare. And now all of a sudden, in less than 3 months, almost like 20 victims are now coming forward, and they're all ready to tell their stories now. Why now? Why did y'all? It looks like somebody had a case ready.
Yeah, that's another thing. Now, again, I don't know the full details of T.I. and Tiny. I don't need to know the full details to see a problem with her, her verbiage. She's saying, why now? Why now? That's a common mantra, like you keep on hearing when people are coming forward with their victimization. Why not now? Let's change it to why not now? Why not now? Maybe the person, they finally realized they weren't alone. There were other people out there that are experiencing the same thing when it's a lot of people that are saying the same thing, you'll be more believed because wow, I'm not alone. There's other people that have experienced the same thing. Some people don't realize that they actually are victims until much later. There's a myriad of reasons, but we need to change it instead of why now? Why not now? Okay, yeah. Hold on.
Somebody had a case ready. That's what it's starting to look like to me. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. Looks like somebody had a case ready.
And when you're an SA advocate, when somebody comes in there and tells you their experiences on a hotline or wherever you're at, you don't be like, why are you coming in here now? Like, what happens if someone called the hotline tonight because, they got triggered by this whole topic, and then they talking about what happened to them 20 years ago, and then the advocate says on the line, why are you calling now? That was 20 years ago. That was 20 years ago when you were assaulted and molested by, why are you calling now? And the person has lived for the last 20 years reliving that experience of being traumatized by it. And then when they finally want to call a hotline, a person says, why are you calling now? Maybe they just finally got the courage to actually utter the words that, me too, it's crazy. And that's why we actually need to get rid of the statute of limitations on stuff like this, right? But of course, Jag is not speaking from a place of advocacy because she has no clue what she's talking about. And that's why we don't need people like her running around on all these social media platforms claiming to be an advocate for something she has no clue about. Before I call myself an advocate of SA, I'm going to actually research it and obtain a lot of knowledge about it and understand victims. And then at that point, I can say that I'm a voice for victims. I'm not going to say I'm a voice for victims that I don't understand victims. Okay? Yeah.
Because like you said, why didn't you come out with it? But now come out with some heavy hitters.
Yeah, and everybody's on board instantly. I'll testify. I've never seen survivors come. Like, it usually takes a lot. It's not like this story has been under investigation for the past year and now people are ready to break their silence. This happened in less than 90 days. T.I.'s album came out. The Libra? Something. It was the Libra. It came out. And then, it just came out.
So now she's trying to bring up his albums and this and that. I guess she's trying to imply or insinuate some kind of motive for why these people are coming forward. Now, again, I'm not going to speak on that because I admit I did not keep up with that whole case and what happened with that. But in general, of course, people are going to try to say, probably some gold digging. My guess is some gold digging aspect, like coming forward for money or other agendas and things like that. And again, we have to remember that the statistics of someone actually lying about SA experiences is about what did I say before? I know it's like less than 10%. So I think it's like 2 to 10%, depending on the actual survey conducted. So that means about 90% of the time is actually a true and accurate report of SA. So we're not going to try to say, some people actually lie. Well, you know what? That could be like 10% or less. So since we know that the majority, the 90% are not lying, we have to make sure that that's the focus. Yeah.
Let's keep it a beat. Everybody was listening to the Busta Rhymes album. Still are.
Let me go ahead and go here. Shout out to Ladybug Trucker. Shout out to you for gifting 1 membership. Yes, and to yes, I appreciate it. So again, shout out to Ladybug Trucker for gifting a membership. If you were gifted a membership, I hope you said thank you for her generosity and gifting you a membership. And it's the holidays too, a great time to be giving, right? Shout out to you, Ladybug Trucker. I appreciate it. And also happy 6-month anniversary to Jelly Bean. She says this needs to be shared all over. She is not an SA advocate and has to be banned. Happy Avenger anniversary to me. Yes, happy 6-month anniversary. I appreciate it. Time surely flies by. Welcome. And it seems like you've been around a lot longer. Maybe you've been only a member for 6 months, but I don't know. Yeah. So hold on one second.
So the album comes out, and within a month of the album coming out, now there are allegations of sexual assault, sexual harassment, sexual abuse. They pulling guns on people. They drugging people. They beating people up. They holding people hostage. Like, that was fast.
They're all fucking dead. And you killed them.
So right here, of course, here's another clip we're going to get into. I also want to give a shout out to Anonymous. So shout out to Anonymous. I appreciate it so much, girl. She says, for Anonymous, not much, but love you so much, baby girl. I love you too, and I appreciate you too. And again, shout out to you for the Cash App. I appreciate it. And everybody else, remember, support this channel for free just by hitting that like button.
Actually, that's what they're going to say. They're going to say that you're a veteran and you finally snapped from the pressure. They're not going to need me for this one. They're going to make an example out of you, see? They're going to fucking kill her. They're going to kill the kids. They're going to put bullets in all of their heads.
Look how disgusting she describes this whole scenario of what the potential and the possibilities. Okay, very sadistic. Anyway, shout out to Plain as Jane. This is where the clip came from. But again, shout out to Plain as Jane. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to her. And also Official King Payne, who I played his clip earlier. Shout out to him as well. Okay, hold on.
And you better hope they don't fucking rape her. Because they're going to rape her and all of her children, including the boy.
So she's like, they are going to rape her, the adult, all of the children, including the boy. Why would you actually say that or even put that out there? Why would you actually put that out there? for the whole household to be great. And then you would say, oh, and all the girls, including the boy. You're wishing that onto kids. And this is the issue. You say that you're a SA survivor. If you know how it feels to be SA, why would you actually wish that onto minor kids that are innocent? Why would you wish that onto them when it's a lifelong suffering that they'll experience? Dramatic, right? If you know how the impact is, why would you actually wish that onto minors? So that's why, I'll be honest, people like come after Jag and they question if she's actually a victim herself, because they don't really understand how victim could actually wish that onto minors. Not only adults now, but actually minor children. Yeah. So y'all let me know. I'm gonna actually put up a poll towards the end. If y'all actually think that Jag, her behaviors and the things she is saying is like becoming of someone that claims to be a SA advocate, just let me know. I'm gonna put up a poll. Okay.
In front of you. And then they're gonna blow your fucking brains out. And they're gonna stage you. And they're just gonna make you look like a veteran who finally went nuts.
So she said that that this whole thing will happen in front of the veteran, and all the raping of everybody in the household in front of the veteran, and then the veteran would unalive himself or whatever else. So this is all coming from her imagination, her wishing and hoping, and pushing this on some weaponizing it as well.
You fucking gave us one. You gave them an outcome, you fucking idiot! How many fucking times? Fuck it, you wanna die? I can't.
My new mother-in-law, except for my new mother-in-law, is actually, I never thought I'd meet anybody that was worse than Tina. Wrong. Charlotte Wright Johnson, pure monster. Which is why I know I'm not getting married again. Because apparently I have bad taste in men.
So right now she's talking about Goomba, her husband that she's currently separated from. She's talking about his mother. Okay. Yeah, hold on.
I keep marrying men that have been sexually abused within their family. Both of my husbands have been sexually abused by their mother.
Pause. She says both of her husbands, her first husband, I don't know if it's her first, okay, because I was new around February, but Sam Sr., and then she's talking about Goomba, Gerald Johnson, okay? So first and second husband. So she's saying that both of them were SA by their mothers, and that's a lie, right? That's a lie. So she's actually putting that on them, like, both of your mothers SA'd you, like, yeah. And then think about the mothers out there who she's actually putting this out there all over the internet, and they are hearing it like, oh my gosh, you're actually saying that I actually SA'd my own child, yeah.
They have controlling mothers, domineering mothers, overly religious, and yet full of shit.
So you don't like the mother-in-laws that you had. So you decided, as a form of revenge and as a smear campaign, because narcissists like to do smear campaigns. Okay, so you don't like your mother-in-laws, which is a lot of people don't like their mother-in-laws. Okay, some people get along with their mother-in-laws, some people don't. Okay, because you don't like them, you decide to smear their name by saying that they SA'd their sons. So you're saying the first husband, his mother SA'd him, and then the second husband that his mother SA'd him, okay? And then people are saying that the second one was actually like halfway believing it, because I guess she said it a million freaking times. Hold on.
And both schizophrenic. And I gotta blame my mom and her family for this, because my mother has so many schiz in her family, because people don't understand, my mother is a delusional schizophrenic as well, diagnosed. I'm not the schizophrenic. She is. But there's at least 15 schizophrenics in my mom's family. And it's all, the psychosis is due to all of the rape and murder. All of the SA and unaliving that happened within my mom's family. And they never got counseling or help. They all developed really bad psychosis and they live in imaginary worlds. So I guess I've gotten so used to being around schizophrenics that I don't have a problem with getting involved with people who have schizophrenia in there. It's normal to me.
You know they're gonna go after Cassie. You know they're gonna go to trash her. And I want to say it right here on this platform. I, Jaguar, Wright, Johnson, and WCW intend to advocate with or without consent for Cassie. We're going to uncover everything. We're going to open up everything. We're going to bring it all out to the light. What you think about that, sis?
Well, yeah, of course. I'm down with it 100%.
So, Timmy Tuckett, well, I would say Kimmy. Okay, Kimmy. Yeah, so you said you're down with it. And then later on, I'm actually going to show how she actually laughs when Jack says that someone should be Diddy or become the next Diddy victim. She was actually giggling through that whole dialogue, okay? So Jag is on here saying again, without consent, I will be an advocate for Cassie. And keep in mind, Cassie described a number of things like the freak offs, the all the sexual abuse, the physical abuse, financial abuse. It was like the whole gamut of all the stuff. Okay, so how can you be an advocate for Cassie when you're on here like doing the opposite of what she would want someone to do as an advocate? She would not want anyone out here weaponizing SA, weaponizing any form of abuse, anything that she had in the lawsuit. Obviously, look, Cassie actually sued Diddy for all that stuff. So why would she actually want you out here weaponizing all the stuff that she actually said was traumatic? It doesn't make sense. So again, while you're out here weaponizing SA against all these people online in the beef or whatever, or just to be vindictive, you also remember that Cassie is also a victim. So whatever you say about other victims actually applies to her too. Yeah.
But more importantly, right now, I want to talk about WCW advocating for Cassie.
Met this bitch. Never met her.
Nomneo ho, somebody take this bitch to a Diddy party ASAP.
You can see the crazy.
Somebody take this bitch to daddy's house where he can learn her how to behave in these streets. Can we make her a Diddy victim?
So right here, she says, someone take her to, because some people are telling me the link is not working. I'm going to actually fix that, okay? It's hard for me to do the links and at the same time do the video. Okay, but, so she's saying, can someone take her? She's talking about DaniRobertson, the Soul Cycles. Now, in Jag's mind, she actually thinks that I'm DaniRobertson, Soul Cycles. I have told her numerous times. People have told her that as well, that that's not me. But she's wishing that, somebody take her to her Diddy party so she can be like Diddy. She can be the next victim of Diddy. If you know what Cassie put in that document, in that lawsuit about Diddy, a whole list of things that he has done to her, why would you actually wish that someone would actually get that same thing happen to them? It doesn't make sense, especially if you're an SA advocate. It doesn't make sense if you're an SA advocate to say that, right?
Allegedly.
Kimmy Tuckett, why are you laughing? Just a moment ago, you said, yeah, I want to actually be an advocate too. I'm going to be on board with you on what is it? WCW, like women's ministry, and you thought that was hilarious to laugh at Jag saying all of this stuff about somebody becoming the next Diddy victim. Hey, everybody, I'm a SA advocate. Call the hotline. When you call the hotline, I'm gonna answer and tell you that I hope you become the next Diddy victim, because that's what advocates do. They tell people out there that they should be the next Diddy victim. Yeah, that sounds like a true advocate. But I'm gonna put up a poll and see what the audience thinks about Jag being an SA advocate. Okay, and also don't forget, she also told Cassie that she's gonna be an advocate for her, but she's out here saying that other people should get Diddy. So Cassie, dear Cassie, Jag is out here saying that she wished other women had the same experiences as you. Everything that you named on that list was probably hard for you to actually name and relive all of the stuff that happened to you. Jag is saying that everything you put on there should happen to other people out here too, other women. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna put up a poll and see what the audience thinks.
That bitch said between the stove and the motherfucking refrigerator.
I'm sorry, Diddy. Look, she looked like prime time, pound town, Diddy do bop. Yo, Diddy
under the porch.
Diddy.
Oh, she's like, yo, Diddy. Like, why are you calling for Diddy? Like you're his friend. Like, yo, Diddy, yo, bro, my bro, yo, Diddy. What's up, Diddy? I got another victim for you, Diddy. Yo, Diddy. Here's another victim. She looks just like, she could be like another Cassie. She got that same look. This is a perfect victim for you, Diddy. Right? I'm an SA advocate. Yo, Diddy. Like, I'm cool with you,
Learn her how to behave in these streets.
So Diddy, learn her how to behave. And how would Diddy learn someone how to behave? Oh, I know, Diddy. You can learn somebody how to behave by being an abusive, controlling jackass, a perpetrator. And that's what people do, right? You abuse someone so much emotionally, psychologically, sexually, financially, to where you get them to kind of submit to you because you're so abusive. And the whole cycle of abuse, I'm not going to get all into that today. So that way you can try to, force them to, learn them how to behave, make them do what you want them to do and learn how to behave. Isn't that right? That's how you learn someone how to behave. Coerce them, force them to do things they don't want to do. Right? So that's a joke. Let's just make fun of domestic violence, which she actually, experienced. But yeah, you're her advocate, right? Yeah.
Can we make her a Diddy victim? Can we?
Allegedly.
So I don't think that Cassie will take that as a joke and kiki at it. Dear Cassie, Jag is saying, can we make DaniRobertson in this picture a Diddy victim? Because y'all look similar, so she'll be the next. She could be a Diddy victim. I think that Cassie was shaking her head. No. That's not what I want to put out here. That's not what I want to put out here. I don't want anyone to go through my same experiences, because that's what most victims would say. I don't want anybody, not even my worst enemy, to go through my experiences, my traumatic experiences, right?
That bitch said between the stove and the motherfucking refrigerator.
I'm sorry, Diddy. Look, she looked like prime time, pound town, Diddy do bop. Yo, Diddy
under the porch.
Diddy, come get this hoe. Diddy, come on over here.
Yo, Diddy, come get her. Come get your next victim. Let's make a joke of the whole Cassie lawsuit. It's a total joke. I'm an advocate for it, but yo, Diddy, come get the next victim. Make somebody else a victim, so another person has to make a lawsuit to get justice.
Got a fresh one for you. She looks a little Cassie-esque.
So she's like, yo, Diddy, I got a fresh one for you. I got a fresh. Very predatory talk. Like, I got a fresh victim for you. You know, somebody that's probably not a victim already. They probably haven't been victimized, but I don't know her story to tell her story, what happened to her throughout her life. However, in Jag's mind, she said, well, this person probably has not had any traumatic experience, so I got a fresh victim for you, a new one, okay? And she looks like Cassie, so she might be your type, Diddy.
You know? Come get this bitch. That's what...
Like, who the fuck exhibiting psycho behavior? That bitch. The voices.
Get it, come get her.
Yeah.
Number one, I don't even sound like that person. Like, to be honest, like the new people, I'm not gonna get all into that because y'all gonna be mighty confused. All y'all need to know is they think I'm that person, but I'm not that person. Okay, yeah. And they're harassing that person, somebody that has nothing to do with all this YouTube stuff, because they're insane. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe she's looking for a job. She'll make a good personal assistant. She'll stalk everybody you hate. Oh, she'd be perfect for it. She even nosier than you are.
And she good at ratting in the dark.
She'll ride it to nowhere.
Wow. She's good at riding in the dark. She'll ride it to nowhere. So DaniRobertson, the Soul Cyclist, like the Soul Cycle, like the stationary bikes, right? So they say, oh, she's good at riding those bikes. She's riding to nowhere. So basically, in their nasty, perverted minds, to say she'll be good at riding you, you know, sexually, ride it to nowhere. So be a dating victim. And to be a dating victim is just that. It's not saying consensual. It's saying forced intercourse, and freak offs and different things, right? Come on.
Put that mask on and get them BBC out.
Pennywise daughter.
Come get
Welcome to the circus. Pennywise daughter, they said. The fucking clown of this fucking circus.
I can't. Kimmy, let's move on. Kimmy, let's move on. You know they're gonna go after Cassie. You know they're gonna go to trash her. And I want to say it right here on this platform. I, Jaguar, Wright, Johnson, and WCW intend to advocate with or without consent for Cassie. We're going to uncover everything. We're going to open up everything. We're going to bring it all out to the light. What you think about that, sis?
Well, yeah, of course. I'm down with it 100%.
But more importantly, right now, I want to talk about WCW advocating for Cassie. What? Nothing's changed. You're very consistent. You're whack now. Why don't you go to a Diddy party? Maybe you can find a second wind to your very, very, very struggled and troubled career. Go find you a Diddy party, bitch. I got something to say about this because I want to make it very clear in this moment. Cassie, I will advocate for you. No different than I did for Jennifer Huff. I will advocate for you. Because see, I know something that a lot of people don't know. I know that you and Kim Porter had a sit down right before she left us.
Tell him, please, tell him.
And I know Kim had some very good advice to give you, and I believe that this is why things are happening as they're happening now. Kim was smart, wasn't she, Cassie? Kept you alive and kept you safe. I will advocate for you. I'm with the shits. Fuck Honeycomb. But you are a victim.
And yeah, she is a victim, and you're not being a true advocate, okay? And at all. So hold on one second. the poll is actually going to be up. Do you think that Jag is a true yes, no, a true essay advocate? Yes, no, still thinking about it. So go ahead and please take that poll. Please take that poll. And yes, I do want to give a shout out to Voluptuous and also my mod Nola for helping me with this project. Shout out to Voluptuous. I don't know if she's in the chat now, and my mod Nola for helping me with this project. Voluptuous is the one that actually helped me a lot with the links and gathering of the clips. She knew a lot about, you know, like the stuff that Jag actually put out here on the internet, weaponizing essay and things like that. I even offered to pay her because, like, by the time I actually went to it, I only had to I put one more link on there. And then today I did add a couple of more, like 2 more links myself. But the majority of the work, the bulk of it, gathering the actual timestamps and the video links, including the dates, was actually Voluptuous. So shout out to her. Yes, yes. I appreciate it, girl. The second part is actually my moderator, Nola. Nola actually like screen recorded. She screen recorded the whole things. Like she went from video to video, like screen recording it in one video. And so she did that part. Okay. And then once she was done with that, of course, she sent me the link to that. From there, I actually, of course, downloaded it, and then I trimmed out the videos, edited out anything that needs to be edited out, and did the editing portion of the video, which you can see obviously is like all the editing parts, the floating pictures, the zooming in and out, you know, just the whole editing of the video and adding pictures and different things to make sure it's like flowing smoothly and organize it. So teamwork makes the dream work. And of course, there are more stuff that Jag has weaponized in SA. But again, this is only like 1 week notice and 1 week worth of effort. We will continue to compile more timestamps of other things. And y'all remember that Jag, her channel is down, so a lot of stuff was on that. A lot of stuff was actually on her old channel. Okay, yeah.
And I know that. Congratulations on surviving and congratulations on standing up. I'll advocate for you. Fuck that pussy and his little fucking dog. For her. I got a resolution for her. It's 12 inches long and it's attached to leather.
So we're going to actually listen to it. There's still more left. Okay, I just want to definitely shout them out. There's still a little bit more left. We're also going to get into how Jag is not really a victim of Diddy, because there are some people who are actually believing and praying for her and like, oh my gosh, Jag, Diddy actually punched you in the eye and things like that. So we still have a little bit more to get into. Okay, so stick around. While you're at it, go ahead and take the poll. You can also sign the petition. Okay, go on.
Look.
Oh. What she said?
Let me get you right.
What she said?
Let me
her dick is 12 inches long, and I don't think she's talking about her arm.
Oh no, her dick is long and it's
straighten you out.
Oh,
that's what you Diddy style. Let's get you a mask.
No, not Diddy style. No.
Bitch.
Again, trigger warning.
Freak off.
Sexual.
You wanna fucking follow me every fucking where I go, bitch? Let me drag you in a reality. Yes, again.
So there she goes saying freak offs. Why would you actually make a joke and a mockery of freak offs? That's something that Cassie described as traumatic. So now you're trying to make a joke of it, like, you know, oh, freak offs like it's a joke. That's not a joke, Jag. It's not. So you took somebody's traumatic experiences that's in her lawsuit that she described as traumatic, and then you're trying to make now it's a joke that you're gonna go out here and tell other people about freak offs and this and that to weaponize it against other people. I make it sense. So you're actually just making a joke of Cassie's lawsuit at this point.
Let's get you a mask.
No, not Diddy.
I got a resolution for her. It's 12 inches long and it's attached to leather.
What she said?
Let me get you right.
What she said?
Let me
Her dick is 12
out.
inches long, and I don't think she's talking about her arm.
Oh no, her dick is long
Let
and
me straighten you out.
Oh,
Let
that's
me do you Diddy style. Let's get you a mask.
Let me do you Diddy style. So you're gonna get Diddy. Let me do you Diddy style. Get you a mask. Right? Just like before people say I'm a Chris Brown, you're gonna get Chris Brown. So it's just making a mockery out of the whole lawsuit. And again, what was the lawsuit? Oh yeah, Cassie's traumatic experience of being abuse survivor, right? All types of abuse.
No, not Diddy stuff. No.
Bitch.
Again, trigger warning.
Freak off.
Sexual.
You wanna fucking follow me every fucking where I go, bitch? Let me drag you in a reality. Ass again. You don't fucking know me, bitch.
Honey, if your back don't
bitch,
get,
I will fuck you until you love me, bitch. On some Mike Tyson shit. For real. You have no.
So she said, I'm gonna fuck you until you love me on some Mike Tyson shit. You know, that whole Mike Tyson thing. So she's talking, that's another way to try to weaponize SA, right? Yeah. She's on some Mike Tyson shit. Okay, so pay attention to what she's saying.
Fucking idea. Who the fuck you talking to?
I'm talking
to. If I walk the fuck up on you, you gonna turn into putty. Whether I smack you or I fucking smack you.
On in.
You ain't nothing but a hoe. You ain't nothing but a hoe. I hear it in your voice, and I know what to do with hoes. I know what to do with hoes.
Put yourself on in.
I know what to do with hoes, and you ain't nothing but a hoe.
I'm begging for cash
You
out.
ain't nothing but a hoe. And guess what, bitch? I fuck you like the hoe you are.
Of course. Remember, we started off on this video where she's talking about how she used to be a pimp. So she's like, you know, I know what to do. I know what to do with hoes. I know what to do with hoes. You know how she goes with the whole thing about, you know, how she was a pimp. So she always talks about how she can, you know, I know how to handle hoes and stuff like that.
I promise you. I promise you. No,
but Jag, is she a hater? How come you want to fuck her?
What are you talking about? Sex is just as good a punishment as anything else.
And there you have it. Sex is as good as a punishment as anything else. Of course, when she's talking about Diddy, she's not talking about consensual or, you know, enjoyable or pleasurable. She's talking about forceful and as a punishment, as a form of punishment and control. She's like, that's why she said it's just as good as a punishment as anything else. Okay, if you're considered as a punishment, then that's actually abuse or assault. Yeah. Yeah. You're trying to punish somebody, then that's not going to be consensual. So your child, it's just a mess.
Ask Diddy.
And then she says, ask Diddy. Sex is just as good as a punishment as anything else. As Diddy. You know? And what did Diddy do? Oh yeah, he used sex as a punishment towards Cassie, right? That's what he did. So again, how are you going to be an advocate for Cassie when you're actually weaponizing her experiences and you're using her, you know, her abuser Diddy as your, you know, yo Diddy, I got a new victim for you. You know, you're making a complete joke out of it.
Diddy loves sex in a different whole kind of way. Yeah, that ain't the same. That does bring up a good point because
now, of course, she knows that. That's the whole point. She knows that. That's why she said Diddy. She's giving a name to what she's saying. It's gonna be used as a punishment. Like sex gonna be used as a punishment. You're gonna be Diddy. Yeah. So obviously she knows exactly what she's saying, and that's why she's laughing. Like, yeah, you finally got it. You finally. Of course, that's what I'm trying to imply. And not actually imply, I'm actually being direct. She's being direct with it. Okay? And then she always says that y'all are just pressed. Press, because I am bold enough to say stuff that y'all are afraid to say. No. It's not that people are afraid to say what you're saying. They just know it's wrong. It's wrong to say what you're saying. It's uncouth, it's unclassy, it's disrespectful. It's just wrong, right? So that's why people don't say it. And a lot of stuff you say, most people won't even think of saying because it's just not right. It's the sort of thing as morals and values and beliefs. Now, I'm not saying I'm the most perfect person because obviously I'm not. But there are some things I just wouldn't do because it's just you just don't do it. It's just common sense.
Because like you kind of made a joke about the whole Diddy thing with Melody. Like, don't you think like that's triggering for some people?
Exactly. Absolutely.
That does bring up a good point because like you kind of made a joke about the whole Diddy thing with Melody. Like, don't you think like that's triggering for some people?
Exactly. Absolutely. No, but you claim to be a.
So he says, don't you think that's triggering for some people? And she says, absolutely. Absolutely. So she knows it's triggering for some people, but she does not care. Like, I don't. Hashtag Jad don't give no fucks is under a lot of her videos and posts. Okay, yeah. So she knows it's triggering. So that's why she says absolutely. Okay, so no one go out there and say, well, Jad doesn't know what she's saying. She says, absolutely, I know what I'm saying, and I know it can be triggering.
Let her.
No, because she interrupted me. You claim to be an SA victim, but you sitting around here weaponizing that shit on other people. You lying that contradicting me. You claim to be an SA victim, but you sitting around here weaponizing that shit on other people. You lying that contradicting me.
Pay attention to Jad. I'm gonna replay it. She says, I hope it is triggering. So please don't say, well, you're misunderstanding, misconstruing, misinterpreting, any of that. She says, I hope it is triggering. Now, I'm going to actually replay it and pay attention to what she says. She says, I hope it is triggering. So she's hoping. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call someone being sadistic. I hope it is triggering. Why would someone hope that something they're saying is triggering? Oh, I know, because they're trying to weaponize what they're saying. They're trying to reignite those same feelings you had before when you had your experience or traumatic experience. They're trying to attack victims of SA or molestation or whoever else. They're actually trying to wish it onto other people because they know that this is something that you just don't do. So they're hoping that they trigger people. Okay. Now, again, take the poll. Would a true SA advocate wish that on to people? Wish that on to their potential clients, their potential people that they're trying to support? Would an advocate do that? Say things to you like, I hope what I'm about to say to you. Listen, I hope what I'm about to say to you is triggering. I hope it's triggering to you, and I hope it's like making you relive your experience. I just hope that it's gonna trigger you. I want it to trigger you. Absolutely. Does that sound like an SA advocate? I'm just saying.
Holy shit. These fucking bitches be lying they fucking asses off, y'all.
So let me go back and play that part one more time because I want to make sure y'all hear. I hope it's triggering, and absolutely. Okay, she admits that she knows that it's triggering for some people, and I hope it's triggering.
Good point, because like you kind of made a joke about the whole Diddy thing with Melody. Like, don't you think like that's triggering for some people?
Exactly. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Does bring up a good point because, like, you kind of made a joke about the whole Diddy thing with Melody. Like, don't you think like that's triggering for some people?
Exactly. Absolutely. No, but you claim to be an SA. No, because she interrupted me. You claim to be an SA victim, but you sitting around here weaponizing that shit on other people. You lying that contradicting me.
I hope it is triggering. I hope it is triggering. And yes, we have the timestamps for all the videos. We have the actual timestamps that goes directly to the videos and directly what everything is said. Yeah.
Claim to be an SA victim, but you sitting around here weaponizing that shit on other people. You lying that contradicting.
Shit. These fucking bitches be lying they fucking asses off, y'all.
Subscribers because she had an interview with Stormy Rose. She had an interview on other larger platforms, which, you know, propelled her.
No, I'm going viral and I'm trending because of my advocacy.
So she says, I'm going viral and I'm trending because of my advocacy. And where we're going to get into, number one, I surely don't call her a SA advocate. Definitely don't. Another reason she's going viral, obviously, because of the whole blue couch with Cassie and Diddy. And as of late, there's a picture circulating of her with looks like a busted eye on her forehead. It's obviously Photoshopped. She actually said that it's actually Photoshopped. It's spreading all around social media everywhere. People are praying for her, thinking that she was actually beat down by Diddy, that she's actually a Diddy victim. That's untrue. So if you're watching this now and you think that Jag is a Diddy victim, that is completely false. That's a Photoshop picture. And you might say, oh no, it's not. I'm actually gonna play her video actually saying that it's a Photoshop picture. Yeah. Okay, so over here we have what? The receipts. Shout out to Nick. Says shout out again to Voluptuous for helping Dani put this together. Yes, and yes, again, shout out to Voluptuous and Nola for helping me so much with this whole thing and in a short notice, in a short time frame. Shout out to you, yes, and yes, I appreciate the super sticker. And everybody else support the channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button. And let me actually check this. Wait 1 second.
I tell you the Jaguar.
So we're gonna get in quickly to this right here. Hold on. So Jag is talking to Charleston White, who she's trying to obviously pick a beef with and go out there because she was told by another crazy person that that's a great idea to go out to Charleston White for, you know, like clout or whatever else. So in this video, she's actually gonna admit that it's a Photoshop image right here with the like the bruised eye and the forehead. It's obvious if you look at it. The around her eye looks more believable than that freaking forehead. That forehead looks obviously fake. Okay. She's gonna admit that it's photoshopped, and then after that, it's gonna play a video of what's going around social media of her actually being a Diddy victim. And let's be honest, if you are a Diddy victim right now, with his name ringing all throughout the world, people are gonna try to search you up, especially if you are claiming to be a. Well, I won't say that she claimed it. Okay, because I have to go back to the origins of how it actually, you know, why she first put this online, this image. If anybody has it, you can actually send it to me on IG at DaniRobertson YT. Okay, I do have this one right here where she admits that it's Photoshopped. But the actual first video or posting, I cannot seem to find it at all when she first talked about this image. I know I saw her on the video with Timmy Tuckett with this avatar up. But I can't remember which one, because y'all know they go live like every freaking day, sometimes twice a day. And yeah, so if anybody remembers, just message me on IG at DaniRobertson YT. But let's go ahead and get into this. Hold on.
Hey, Charleston. Now, almost a week ago, these images started to emerge of me. Now, as you can clearly see, it's all photoshopped. See, this is what people wish to do to me. Now, you, on the other hand, apparently have gotten so emboldened and cocky in your foolishness that you decided, when the country is about to go through one of its worst recessions ever.
So right there, of course, she says that it's obviously a Photoshop image. She's saying that this is what people wish would happen to me. So she's saying that this is what people wish would happen to her. So to me, it's kind of like, why would you actually put something out here like this kind of image at the time of you going viral to put this as your image, right? Now this image is circulating around that she's a Diddy victim. Let me go ahead and get a shout out. Shout out to Majority for the Cash App. Yeah, something. Yeah, she says for spread this everywhere. So again, shout out to Majority. She says for spread this everywhere. Great compilation. Again, great compilation. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support for the Cash App. And everybody else, remember to support the channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button.
To start flashing money in front of people's faces that came to a show to suffer through one of your sets and call him a pussy ass nigga and think he wasn't gonna jump up on that stage. Are you kidding me? You are a mess. See, people wish and they do it to you.
The rap industry just turned into a full-blown drama. Jaguar Wright has been spilling all the tea on Diddy, and it seems the
spilling all the tea on Diddy. I think that to spill all the tea on Diddy, you actually have to be like an insider or somebody that used to work with him. I guess I hear about this Gene Deal person or somebody else, a bodyguard, something. For her not to have no real connection. So everything is just regurgitating information that she just so happened to say on the blue couch that just so happened to be right, and now is spreading. And now, of course, she's getting a lot of subscribers due to this image floating around. And in this video right here, they actually discussed the image, and they actually, I guess the person actually believed that she was actually abused by Diddy. And as I went over yesterday, there's a lot of people in the video, in the comments, like praying for her, and she should have kept quiet so that, you know, it should protect her safety. So a lot of people actually believe that she's a Diddy victim. Now, to me, this actually takes away from the real victims of Diddy. Because now when people start realizing that this is all fake and she's actually not a Diddy victim, people are going to question the real victims. Like, you know, there's a fake victim of Diddy. So what about the real victims? Now, again, I'm not saying that she put this out here as she's the one, but I'm sure she has saw these videos. So she probably should have went live and said, there's an image floating around of me saying I'm a victim of Diddy. It's false. It's inaccurate. It was Photoshop. I want to clear this up. So I would say take to your own platform and clear this up. If you allow it to run and continue to spread, and you don't actually take to your platform to address it, to me, that's showing that you're kind of complicit and you're okay with it because it's helping you to go viral. Okay, obviously some people don't care if they go viral with lies as long as they go viral, like whatever it takes to go viral, right? I would actually go on my platform like, look, it was just a post I made. It wasn't really, you know, I'm not a Diddy victim and things like that, to clear it up. So that way I won't distract from the real victims of him coming forward, you know?
Saga just took a dark and violent twist. Jaguar Wright, not one to hold back, has been on a mission to expose Diddy for his alleged wrongdoings.
My focus right now is Sean Combs.
Okay, tell us why. Tell us why.
Because he's a trafficker.
But guess what? Diddy didn't take it well. Instead of facing the music, he decided to take matters into his own hands, literally. In a shocking turn of events, Diddy reportedly tracked down Jaguar Wright and physically assaulted her in an act of revenge.
What, child? A mess. So Diddy tracked down Jag because he could not handle her whistleblowing and exposing him and things like that. And now, in the act of revenge, he literally, like, just beat her. Okay, that's why she has sustained these injuries, which we all know is photoshopped. Okay.
Yes, you heard that right. The man who's been dishing out hits in the music industry decided to throw some physical hits in real life. Jaguar, who had been vocal about supporting those allegedly wronged by Diddy, is now facing the consequences of her outspokenness.
Child, she's now facing the consequences of speaking out. And yes, what my mod also said, shout out to Nola, that we also have transcripts. She used a certain software to screen record and it transcribes everything. So yeah, we have it. Hold on.
A dark chapter in the rap industry, and it seems Diddy has shown his true colors, a man of no grace, resorting to violence for the sake of revenge. And the revenge itself is for his sins he done in the past.
For his sins he done in the past. That seemed like a AI kind of robotic thing that kind of messed up right there. I don't know. But let me actually say that there's a lot of AI channels, like AI kind of channels around here that are kind of like talking about Jag. It's kind of like it's crazy, but it's a lot of AI. And while AI is like a robotic things are being just put out by a lot of channels, they're gaining a lot of views, and it's just there's a whole thing. So I'm sure that YouTube will eventually crack down on a lot of these AI generated ran channels. Okay. But a lot of those channels talk about her are AI ran. Okay. It's not really like a real person. Yeah. That's a whole nother video, our topic, but yeah, hold on.
Hey, Charleston. Now, almost a week ago, these images started to emerge of me. Now, as you can clearly see, it's all Photoshopped. See, this is what people wish to do to me. Now, you, on the other hand, apparently have gotten so emboldened and cocky in your foolishness that you decided, when the country is about to go through one of its worst recessions ever, to start flashing money in front of people's faces that came to a show to suffer through one of your sets, and call him a pussy-ass nigga, and think he wasn't gonna jump up on that stage. Are you kidding me? You are a mess. See, people wish, and they do it to you.
Okay, I'll send a link so let me actually see what this is. Hold on. But on the sign the petition, the link is right here. Let me actually share it with my mods as well. So what do y'all think about that? And make sure you go ahead and take the poll too. Make sure you take the poll. And shout out to everybody that signed the petition. The petition is actually a short link. Let's see here. Change.org/extend laws, which I will go over briefly in a minute. So that's change.org/extend laws. And I deeply do apologize to everyone that was waiting for game night. I'm actually going to change it to tomorrow afternoon. I have more time to prep for it too. Okay, but yeah, I do have a game ready, but this live was longer than I thought it would be, which is fine with me. Okay, because it's a great important topic. So I have moved my next live to tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow afternoon. I promise I will be there tomorrow afternoon for that live. Okay, so let's get to the next video right here, and then we're pretty much gonna be wrapping up for tonight. One second.
Are you kidding me? You are a mess. See, people wish, and they do it to you.
Now, normally I will actually do it to like late night, but then I know some people like they have already went to bed. Okay, so to make it fair, I'll do it tomorrow. That way.
Let's look at this.
Rap industry just turned into a full-blown drama. Jaguar Wright has been spilling all the tea on Diddy, and it seems the saga just took a dark and violent twist. Jaguar Wright, not one to hold back, has been on a mission to expose Diddy for his alleged wrongdoings.
My focus right now is Sean Combs.
Okay. Tell us why.
Because he's a trafficker.
But guess what? Diddy didn't take it well. Instead of facing the music, he decided to take matters into his own hands, literally.
I wish.
Diddy reportedly tracked down Jaguar Wright and physically assaulted her in an act of revenge.
He been trying.
So she said that Diddy has been trying to track her down. Hold on.
Dishing out hits in the music industry, decided to throw some physical hits in real life. Jaguar, who had been vocal about supporting those allegedly wronged by Diddy, is now facing.
Ain't nothing wrong with me.
It's a dark chapter in the rap industry.
But we are going live this morning, that's for sure. That is for sure.
For the sake of revenge, and the revenge itself is for his sins he done in the past.
Oh my God!
Turned into a full-blown drama.
So she's saying that Diddy, she was like, ain't nothing wrong with me. So she did address that video. She said, nothing wrong with her. Jag, you created this short. It's best to actually create a live video. She says nothing wrong with her. However, she's still putting it out there that Diddy is trying to come after her. So he's like, oh, he's been trying to attack me. Girl. Okay, well, thank you to the person that sent me another video of her doing saying that. So now she's saying, you know, ain't nothing wrong with me. So she did address that. But she's saying that he's still trying to attack her. Okay. Well, for those watching, I hope it's cleared up now that Jack ain't nothing wrong with her. Diddy is trying to attack her, which we all know ain't true. Okay. That's just a Photoshop image. Okay. Now, most likely it will continue to spread no matter what, because once something gets that many views, it's already going to be spreading around of her being a Diddy victim. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. Let me go to the petition and then the poll, and then that will be it for tonight.
Dream. When you dream about things, when you see it done, then you know that dream becomes attainable. Then it's something that you can reach for.
Why you don't want to stand next to him now?
Shout out to Danny Lynn for sending me some timestamps. So it looks like Jack did address the Diddy thing, but she said that, you know, nothing wrong with me, but he's trying to attack me, but he hasn't yet. Okay, and let me see what she else. Hold on. The main point I want to actually put out there is that it's fake. If you actually go onto that other video and some other posts, a lot of people actually believe it. So we need to get it out there that that's actually fake before more people start believing it. Okay. Yeah. Hold on.
Look at some of these new shorts of Mac. Let's take a look at
yours. This one look like it's from Shock. No, this from Shock.
Has been spilling all the tea on Diddy, and it seems the saga just took a dark and violent twist. Jaguar Wright, not one to hold back, has been on a mission to expose Diddy for his alleged wrongdoings.
My focus right now is Sean Combs.
Okay. Tell us why.
Because he's a trafficker.
But guess what? Diddy didn't take it well. Instead of facing the music, he decided to take matters into his own hands, literally. In a shocking turn of events, Diddy reportedly tracked down Jaguar Wright and physically assaulted her in an act of revenge. Yes, you heard that right. The man who's been dishing out hits in the music industry decided to throw some physical hits in real life. Jaguar, who had been vocal about supporting those allegedly wronged.
So yeah, people wonder how she got all these new subscribers. It's because a lot of AI robotic fake channels are making all this content on Jag. They're also putting out these fake stories about her being attacked by Diddy. So obviously, her allegedly being attacked by Diddy is making her go viral. Okay, and that's how she's gaining a lot of subscribers. Yeah, hold on.
By Diddy is now facing the consequences of her outspokenness.
Instead of saying, you know, she didn't want to say it's 100% untrue. Instead, she wanted to say, well, he hasn't attacked me yet, but he's trying to. So he has not really beat me yet, but he's trying to beat me down. He's trying to track me down and beat me. That's what she's trying to put out there now.
It's a dark chapter in the rap industry, and it seems Diddy has shown his true colors, a man of no grace, resorting to violence for the sake of revenge. And the revenge itself is for his sins he done in the past. The rap industry just turned into a full-blown drama. Jaguar Wright has been spilling all the tea on Diddy, and it seems the saga just took a dark and violent twist.
Okay, it's repeating itself.
Jaguar Wright, not one to hold back, has been on a mission to expose Diddy for his alleged wrongdoings.
My focus right now is Sean Combs.
Okay. Tell us why. Tell us why.
Because he's a trafficker.
But guess what? Diddy didn't take it well. Instead of facing the music, he decided to take matters into his own hands, literally. In a shocking turn of events, Diddy reportedly tracked down Jaguar Wright and physically assaulted her in an act of revenge. Yes, you heard that right. The man who's been dishing out hits in the music industry decided to throw some physical hits in real life. Jaguar, who had been vocal about supporting those allegedly wronged by Diddy, is now facing the consequences of her outspokenness. It's a dark chapter in the rap industry, and it seems Diddy has shown his true colors, a man of no grace.
Okay, they're the ones that are replaying it, so let me actually
resorting to violence for the sake of revenge, and the revenge itself is for his sins he done in the past. The rap industry just turned into a full-blown drama. Jaguar Wright has been spilling all the tea on Diddy, and it seems the saga just took a dark and violent twist. Jaguar Wright, not one to hold back.
Beloved and Rasputia.
Oh.
In my opinion, how she said, "Now let's put up a different one now." So she didn't. She played the clip a couple of times, sure, but she never. She still has not like fully responded to it. Like she actually likes it. So based on her just playing this a couple of times on the channel and then not actually like discussing it, she's like, "Oh, put up another one of my shorts, another one." And she's calling it like my short. So that tells me she actually likes that that's being put out there. Of course, like, why wouldn't you like it when it got a lot of views and a lot of people under the comments and stuff?
But I just want to address this. The clickbait is like on 10
Okay, so she said it is clickbait. So she does say, yeah, it's clickbait.
Oh, and shout out to Bossa Nova. Welcome, you're a member.
Now, I wonder if that channel has an email address. Like, if that channel has an actual email attached to it. Let me actually if they have an actual email attached to it. Because sometimes if you actually write those channels, there's still some human somewhere lurking, okay? That you can write and say that some misinformation. That happened with the whole Shanquella Robinson. There was this one AI ran channel. I actually emailed and I said that's incorrect information. They had these weird pictures of Shanquella like orange and stuff. They had some misinformation about her father, and I actually messaged and they actually redacted. So maybe there's an email attached.
But baby, welcome. And to my girl Royalty Rich, as always, showing out.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something. There's nothing like waking up in the morning and finding out you've been beat up.
Hey, Audrey, what's going on, y'all? Misha.
Maria, I am Princess.
Denny Mac.
Misha.
Denny Mac, I am going to say in this moment, allegedly, yes. And it shouldn't be that hard to believe. There have been over 10 young people, most of them females, who have deleted their selves.
Okay, right there, I actually posted the shout out to Danny Lynn. Thank you so much for sending me those links, because Jag would have said, "Oh, I did address it." Child, you go live so freaking much. But yeah, so I stand correct that she did address it, even though she didn't address it like 100% with the truth. And by that, she still is saying that Diddy wants to beat her down and attack her. Yeah, so okay. So anyways, here's the email to that channel that's posting that disinformation. That's the email address if anybody wants to email and be like, look, send them the link to what y'all can do is send them the link to the video and let them know that that's false. She's not an actual Diddy victim. We need to make sure that nobody's out here being labeled as a victim of Diddy if they're not really a victim, because that's going to take away the attention and the efforts of people actually wanted to come out and be a real victim of him. Okay, yeah. Because you know how that can go. Like later on, people are like, oh well, she's not a real victim, so that people will start saying, oh well, some people are actually lying, so we don't need that to be put out there. Yeah. And let me actually check my messages one more time for any other timestamps. Again, shout out to Dana, man. Thank you so much. Girl, you be helpful. Okay, shout out to you. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this petition, and then we will be done. And I will see y'all tomorrow afternoon. I might actually come back tonight just to talk about some TJ stuff. I don't know. Okay, because I'm not really that sleepy, but yeah. I just don't want to play a game this late, but I can run my mouth. Okay. Hold on. Let's see here. The petition. Okay, it says the Nationwide Adoption of Adult Survivors Act and Child Victims Act without statute of limitations. As I said before, for the Child Victims Act, it should be everywhere, without the statute of limitations on it. You can never tell somebody, like when they should actually come forward. Okay, when they should actually come forward. So there should not be a statute of limitation, because what happens if one day someone decides that they want to come forward and then they look at the calendar or they look up certain laws and it says it's too late now. So at that very moment when they decide that they want to come forward for whatever reason, that they want to come forward and get justice or, to voice it or get, at that very moment, their time, the clock has ran out. Their time has ran out. So what about those victims? So now, just because the time ran out on some legal law, and let's be honest, most of the people that made those legal laws, the laws of the land, are white men. Yeah, white and then also men. So they have two privileges, being white and a man. Okay? Yeah. So what we have to say is, what happens when someone wants to come forward and now the statute of limitations have run out? And think about it. If they were a child at the time, maybe they were still in the same home with the abuser for way past that time, right? And then now their time has ran out. Once they actually get when they're like grown and away and life has happened and they come to this realization or whatever happens in their life, they actually want to come forward and then their time is ran out. So basically saying that get rid of the statute of limitations for some of this stuff, right? To me, it should be all, but you already know they handle things differently when it's child versus adult. Okay, hold on one second. Said why this petition matters: urgent need for a comprehensive legal protection for survivors of SA. We, the undersigned, urge all states to enact legislation similar to the Adult Survivors Act, as used by Cassandra Cassie Ventura, and to implement a Child Victim Act with no statute of limitations. These laws are vital in providing justice and support for survivors of SA, both adults and children. What are the Adult Survivors Act and Child Victims Act? The Adult Survivors Act provides a window for adult survivors of SA to file civil lawsuits against perpetrators and institutions, regardless of when the assault occurred. The Child Victims Act allows survivors of childhood SA abuse to seek justice through civil action, irrespective of their current age or when the abuse happened. And it goes over the importance of it. I'll go over a few of this stuff, okay? You can read the most of yourself. It says, acknowledging delayed reporting. Many survivors need time to process their trauma, and the current statutes of limitations often expire before they are ready to come forward. Long-term psychological impact. Okay, there's also long-term psychological impact. I need to edit that. Recognizing that the impact of sexual abuse can last a lifetime, these acts provide a legal recourse that aligns with the realities of healing trauma. And that's the important thing to keep in mind. The reality of life is that there are sometimes psychologically a person isn't ready, and then that one moment they have this breakthrough at this moment where I'm ready to come forward, and then their clock might have ran out. And also recognizing that it can last a lifetime, especially psychologically, mentally, emotionally. Sometimes people only focus on physical, oh yeah, I can't see no physical wounds, but emotional wounds can last just as longer, right? Preventing future abuse. Enabling survivors to take legal action against their abusers even years later serves as a deterrent to potential abusers in negligent institutions. So basically, sometimes abusers, when that clock runs out, they think that they are in the clear. Like, oh my gosh, that person can no longer come after me, and I'm free now. The statute of limitations have ran out. You think that victims look up laws on how the statute of limitation is? There are perpetrators that might look it up too and say, oh, if nothing happens to me within 10 to 20 years or this time frame, then I'm free, or 5 years, I'm free. And then there's nothing they could ever do about it forever and ever and ever. Okay, so that's enabling perpetrators, you know? Let's see, similar laws in other states. This goes over similar laws. Also, there's something in Maryland I didn't have time to add here. Argument for no statute of limitations. Justice for survivors. Survivors deserve justice no matter how much time has passed since the abuse. Also, the complex nature of trauma. Understanding of trauma and its effects has evolved, showing that it can take years for survivors to come forward. The last one is societal responsibility, and eliminating the statute of limitations acknowledges our collective responsibility to protect the vulnerable and support survivors. Remember that when someone is, like, for the child one, right? When someone is a minor, it might take them even longer to come forward. I'm just saying that's all cases, but yeah, they're not even like fully grown. Their brain hasn't fully developed until like late 20s or whatever sometimes. So they need more time to, like, how can you expect someone to make so many decisions when they're not even fully developed yet? So at least extend certain things so the time a person is, like, you know, fully developed, like mentally and everything else, and at least financially stable, so they won't even have to rely on the people that they might have to report. Imagine relying on somebody for support, and then you also need to report that person for certain things. It's crazy. There's a lot that goes into it. Anyway, in conclusion, the enactment of the Adult Survivors Act and a No Statute of Limitations Child Victims Act in all states is a crucial step towards creating a more just society. These laws not only offer a path to healing and closure for survivors, but also serve as a powerful deterrent against future abuse. Okay. We call upon lawmakers in every state to prioritize the safety and rights of survivors by passing these critical pieces of legislation, thereby making a commitment to a more compassionate and just society. And that's the petition. So hopefully everyone will sign it. I also will share it in another video. Okay, and again, one final thing, I actually want to shout out to Voluptuous again for doing the timestamps and the data entry, NOLA for the screen recording. Of course, you already know that. Okay, and let me go ahead and share this petition one more time, and then that will be it. And I appreciate everyone for being here. And if you're on the replay, please go ahead and sign the petition that is being dropped at this timestamp, and also go ahead and hit that like button to get this video into the algorithm so more people can actually see the truth about Jag not being like an SA advocate. And also, let me go ahead and go over this poll as well to see what y'all all said. Okay, because y'all know I like to get the public perspective as well. Let's see here. Transcript, you said that I showed this one, but there's nothing there. Okay, let me look at the current poll. So I was in another timestamp. Well, hold on one second. Do you think that Jag is a true SA advocate? 13%. There's 244 votes. 244 votes. I'm gonna actually play this last timestamp. If you have not voted, go ahead and vote. Do you think that Jag is a true SA advocate? Yes, no. I'm still thinking about it. Go ahead and take that poll, and I'm actually gonna look at this timestamp. Okay, I'm not actually gonna play that one. I want to actually review it before I actually play it. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and go to poll, and then that's gonna be wrapping up. But I appreciate it sending it to me. But I actually want to review it before I play that one. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the video. Do you think that Jag is a true SA advocate? 13% says yes, 83% says no, and 4% says still thinking about it. Y'all already know my vote based on the video. Obviously, I don't think that she's a true SA advocate. She's not. She's not. Definitely not a true SA advocate at all. And I think that Cassie will definitely agree with me that that's not someone she wants to be repping her out here or claiming to be her advocate at all. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so that's going to end that poll. All right, y'all, have a great night, and I will see some of you tomorrow afternoon. Okay, hold on one second. We have to keep pushing for no time limitations on SA. Exactly. Let's see here. You're up for a bit. Yeah, I can tell a lot of people have been up for a bit because the last few nights when I've been on, a lot of people have been up to like forever and ever. But I'll be honest, I haven't, like, this whole day, that Sunday, I have not ate one thing at all. So I need to eat, and then I'll see how I feel and might come back. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Yes, we're here for the mess. Let's see here. Summer party. So I might come back after I eat, but I'm not making no promises. Okay. So I am not gonna make no promises. Okay, but I'm gonna see. Okay, I'm gonna see. Let's see here. Okay, I've been researching narcissists and Jag as all of his soulless being. Wow. Yeah, I want to keep this video on this topic. Let me go ahead and wrap up with the actual trigger warning. And most likely I will be back tomorrow because I actually need to work on merch, because remember with the giveaway, I'm actually giving away the $65 towards the merch or whatever. Right, so for that I need to make sure I need to work on merch. So what I'm gonna do is tomorrow I'm gonna actually do like a regular live, and then at the end of the live, it's gonna be afternoon, I'm gonna do the game. So we're gonna do like a game and the live all in one. So that's only like 12 hours away. Okay, so I'm gonna come back tomorrow afternoon because I gotta work on the merch. How can I do a giveaway for the merch if the merch ain't done? Okay, if I stay up all night, I'm not gonna be able to do the merch. And then I might not even come back for game night. So let me go ahead and take I got to do the merch. I got to work on the merch. So all the energy I got now, I've got to work on the merch. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to True Embrace. Dani, please come back. I'm going to come back tomorrow afternoon. Because I got to work on the merch so the merch can be done by tomorrow too. But yeah, shout out to you for the super sticker. I appreciate the support. Again, shout out to you for the super sticker. And some of y'all, I don't know if y'all can be here tomorrow afternoon. Y'all stay up all night. Y'all might not be here tomorrow afternoon for the games and the giveaway. Okay, so keep that in mind. She said your merch is so cute. I'm trying to decide. So many good choices. Yeah, I'm gonna add some more stuff. That's how I want to get done, because I want to actually show people the stuff tomorrow. Like, I haven't showed it on my live because I'm not finished. So I just want to finish that up and then come tomorrow and then show it and stuff like that. Y'all know, right? So let me go ahead and end with the trigger warning. Not the trigger warning, but just the information, resources. Again, if you are someone you know is in need of support, the National SA Hotline is available 24/7 at 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 1-800-656-HOPE. And HOPE is actually 4673. So 1-800-656-4673. This hotline offers confidential, secure services to anyone affected by SA. Okay, and with that, y'all have a great night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Hey, man, the fuck you mean you ain't heard no fucking...
Yeah, I'm bad to the bone. I ain't sure what you've been told. Yeah, I'm mad, you a clone. Sussy boy don't even have a sound of his own. I'm a dad, you're the song. I'm a fire hazard, making hits from my home. I'm a tad, big bro. Baby, no money needs, baby, no stone. I like chick flicks, yeah, I'm realistic. Big bone, bad lady with some lipstick. Ooh, I got a freak on me. I went for 5 seconds, yeah, we talking history. Then I snip, 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 no vasectomy. That's the key. I don't want a smaller me. Actually, possibly, maybe. I'm rapping off the beat. Whoa, I like big cases filled with blue faces. I'm talking money, money, money. I'd rather not rhyme shit. I'm a hypocrite. Yeah, I'm a rapper, but I'd rather do a Fitbit bit. Cause I care about your health, no shit. Yeah, A, B, C, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Here comes the beat. Yeah, I'm bad to the bone. I ain't sure what you've been told. Yeah, I'm mad, you a clone. Sussy boy don't even have a sound of his own. I'm a dad, you're the song. I'm a fire hazard, making hits from my home. I'm a tad, big bro. Baby, no money needs, baby, no stone. She push that, spin, spin. Said to some lies, my bad. Are you surprised? Shouldn't be. Open up your eyes. Sesame. I'm not a want, baby. I need a want, baby. You gonna call me crazy? Baby, can you get low? I don't wanna do no chit chat when I'm in the club. Can't you see I'm on a tic tac? I took it down, down, down. I'm dancing with your bitch like a clown, clown, clown. Have to pay respects. Follow along now. A, B, C, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Here comes the beat. Yeah, I'm bad to the bone. I ain't sure what you've been told. Yeah, I'm mad, you a clone. Sussy boy don't even have a sound of his own. I'm a dad, you're the song. I'm a fire hazard, making hits from my home. I'm a tad, big bro. Baby, no money needs, baby, no stones.
Hey, man, the fuck